What if I told you that this tiny camera can shoot 4K videos, survive underwater, and can still fit in your pocket? Well, that's what we are going to talk about today. Hey, what's up guys, it's Theo from Fino Concept, and this is the GoPro Hero 8 Black, one of the most loved action cameras out there. But is it still worth it? Well, let's find out then. For the unboxing experience, inside the box you get a GoPro Hero 8 Black itself, a rechargeable battery, a mounting buckle, a USB Type-C cable, and adhesive mount. Immediately you notice the redesigned body with a built-in folding mount, so there's no need for that bulky cage. This camera feels solid and premium. It's waterproof up to 10 meters without an extra housing, and for that reason makes this easy to carry around for your biking, walking, jogging, or even swimming. And compared to other GoPros, the Hero 8 is more compact and easy to mount. Now the design of the GoPro is very basic, just like most action cameras out there. Just looking at the front, you have the camera at the top right, you have your tiny screen which displays which mode you are in and your recording settings or photo settings. Also at the bottom right is one of the microphones, the front facing microphones to pick up sound directly in front of the camera. On the left hand side is where we have the mode button, which also doubles as the power on and off button. At the bottom are the prongs or the fingers mount for most action cameras. Now the good thing is this comes with 4 screws, so at any point in time when this is damaged, you can easily replace them. And also down beneath is the speaker for listening to your video playback. On the right side is where you access all of your internals. So we have the battery, which you can easily pull out. We have the USB Type-C, and we have the SD card slot, which is quite difficult to reach, so you would have to get very tall fingernails to get in there as well. Right at the top is the single record or capture button, so you can press this to record videos or to capture photos. And that is pretty much it. So there are just 2 buttons on it and a big screen which you can use to preview all your footages or even see what you are shooting, making it very easy to frame your shots or adjust a few of your settings. I will not be going through all of the settings, but if you want a dedicated video on that, let me know in the comment section below and I'm going to make a video about that. I don't want to keep this video too long. The Hero 8 can shoot 4K videos up to 60 frames per second, and honestly the footage still looks amazing. The colors are vibrant, details are sharp, and the stabilization is where this camera really shines. Thanks to HyperSmooth 2.0, your footage looks like it was shot on a gimbal. Slow motion lovers will also enjoy 1080p at 240 frames per second. One of my favorite features is the Time Warp 2.0, which basically creates hyperlapse videos whilst you are moving. And a cool thing about the Time Warp is at any point in time when you want to record in normal mode, you just tap on the screen and it records just like a normal video will be. You tap it one more time, then it engages the hyperlapse mode one more time. So at any point in time, you can just switch between shooting a normal video or shooting a hyperlapse. Now in case you don't know what a hyperlapse is, think of it as a time lapse but with movement. It also comes with voice control, so I can say something like GoPro turn on. And just like that, it turns on and stays as it's supposed to be. And I can also say GoPro start recording. And just like that, it is recording video in 4K 30 frames per second. I can also stop recording by saying GoPro stop recording. Just like that, it is saved onto the card. Now all of these voice commands are pre-programmed, so if you swipe down from the screen, go to preferences, go to voice control, you should see commands down here which has all of the commands that you can give, just like that. So once voice control is active and you are within the range of the microphones on the GoPro, you can basically control it from everywhere. Another feature is the live streaming. That is, if you pair it with the app on your smartphone, you can live stream to your YouTube channels and other social media channels. And even if you have specific RTPs, you can input them and just live stream straight from there. Now, I initially test this out during one of the traditional weddings we shot in Ebri, and it worked flawlessly. So with that, I was able to show the behind the scenes of how I set up and shoot a typical wedding ceremony. It also comes with a webcam mode, which if you connect to your PC via the USB Type-C port, you can actually use the GoPro as a webcam, which is far better than what your laptop or your desktop computer may come with. And the last feature I want to talk about is the fact that you can actually shoot in vertical mode. So the moment you flip the screen horizontally or vertically, all the user interface changes to suit what you have. Now with my older GoPro, I would just shoot in horizontal mode, then crop everything in, which was actually making me lose a lot of resolution. But with this, I can still shoot in 4K and just have everything in vertical mode, so I get the highest quality as possible. Now if you should lose your GoPro at a certain point, just know that it comes with GPS tracking. So if you had paired it with your smartphone before, you should be able to find where the GoPro is. And you can also just add in those beeping sound. So if it is in a bag or anything like that, the GoPro will keep beeping until you attend to it. And yes, since this is a camera, it does shoot photos as well. It actually shoots raw photos, so you have that flexibility to edit your photos in post and get the best out of it. Now for the photo and video quality, starting off with photos, you can pretty much get some decent shots. And again, as I mentioned already, since you can shoot in RAW, you can open it up in Photoshop or Lightroom or any editing software that you use and adjust the settings as you want. You can increase the sharpness, the brightness, or even make it more vibrant. Now when it comes to videos, I just leave it with the GoPro color preset, but if you want more flexibility, you can use the flat profile, which you can later color grade in Premiere Pro or any video editing software that you may be using. Low light shots, however, are decent but not perfect. Like most action cameras, noise becomes noticeable in darker environments. With that said, this camera performs best in good lighting. Now to give you a perspective of how far GoPro has come, this is the Hero 2 and this is the Hero 8. And this is how the image quality is. On the Hero 2, this is what we have in the same lighting as what I have on the Hero 8. And this is what we are getting for both of them. So yes, obviously the Hero 2 can only shoot in 1080p 30 frames per second, whilst the Hero 8 can shoot in 4K 60 frames per second. So obviously that is going to be the superior one. So yeah, this is looking quite decent on both of them, but obviously the Hero 8 has more better quality. But just like everything, there are the good side and there are the bad side. Now for the pros, the Hero 8 has excellent stabilization. It has a compact design, the body is waterproof, and the 4K quality is quite amazing. This makes it very easy to recommend for anyone who is interested in getting those amazing action camera shots. Then the GoPro Hero 8 is something to consider. But that doesn't mean it doesn't come with some few compromises. And here are a few. The first on the list is it comes with an average low light performance, which may be a bummer for most people who shoot at night. The second is that the battery life on this is not so great. Now I would want to believe that it is because of the more impressive chip and the ability to shoot in higher resolutions, but when it comes to efficiency, especially with using the battery, it is quite low. This battery drains quite a lot. And for number 3, not just the battery, it also overheats most of the time. So every single time I'm recording and I get to about 40 minutes, I notice that the GoPro gets extremely hot. Now in most of the situations that I use it in, 40 minutes is quite an extended time. But in a situation where I want to use it for live streaming, this is going to be a problem. Now they do say that the lens which comes with this is much tougher than the Hero 7, the 6 and the 5, but the fact that I still cannot take it off is something I am very concerned about. It is the more reason why I have this case with me in most situation, so anytime I'm not using it, it goes into the case. So here comes the big question: is the GoPro Hero 8 Black still good enough? And the simple answer is yes, it is still amazing, and it's among the reasons why I still got it, even though no, the newer GoPros out there like the 9, the 10, 11, 12, and 13 have a full on screen in front of it. So if you are vlogging, you can see yourself. This doesn't. This is the last GoPro that actually didn't come with one. But anything apart from that, in terms of image quality, the 4K videos and photos that it produces is quite beautiful. I also enjoyed the super view, which gives me a very wide view, so I can see a lot of things just by pointing the camera at it. And because it is an older camera, it is quite cheaper now, or I should say it's much affordable. With around 1,300 to 1,600, you should be able to pick up one. Again, depending on where you are buying this from. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. As always, the link for this and any other thing I have mentioned in this video is going to be in the description below. As always, thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel and other channels, which I have them linked below. And as always, don't forget to share with your family and friends. This is Theo from Fino Concept, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.